My name is Leanne Anderson, and Kelowna invited me to come in here and speak to you guys about my love for practicing yoga and incorporating essential oils. So I'm just going to give you a little introduction of myself while we wait for people to come in, and so whoever watches this later doesn't have to deal with some silence. So I love yoga. I started doing yoga a very long time ago when my parents first took me to a yoga class when I was 8 years old. But I didn't really come back to my mat until I was in a really stressful period of my life. And ironically, it was the aftermath of a stressful period. So I had spent 2 years doing my graduate degree at UC San Diego and just full-on studying as well as parenting a 2-year-old. And right after I graduated, I had all sorts of issues with anxiety and panic attacks and just really stressful sort of feelings, even though my life wasn't stressful anymore. It was just my body telling me that it was time to let it all go. Anyway, I went back to the yoga mat and started practicing lots and lots, and that was about, I would say, 13 years ago. So then I went and got my yoga teacher certification, 200 hours, and then I got my aroma yoga certification. I am the founder of the Scentsible Tribe, SCENTSIBLE tribe.com, and you can go there and read a little bit about my journey. And also, one thing I like to offer everyone is that if you go into my website and you look at where are you will see all the promotions of all the countries in the world. I've been trying to get all the countries in there that Young Living has promotions at. Anyway. So let's start. Why do I like using essential oils with yoga? As you know, yoga is not just a physical practice, but it is a mental, emotional, and spiritual practice. It is a way of moving into stillness. So allowing our energy to align physically so that we can access that part of us that is waiting for us to sit still long enough to really get in touch with it. Now, essential oils also works physically in our body as well as mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. There is a kind of synergy that happens when you use essential oils with your yoga practice, which helps to realign our physical structural functions, as well as then accessing our mental, emotional, and spiritual side, just really allowing for this harmony of getting to that state of bliss, if you will. Before I start, I always like to have an attunement. And what is an attunement? Attunement is bringing your presence to here and now, setting an intention, and then just starting to be aware of your breath. So as you know, in many yoga classes, they start with, let's say, a little bell. And what does that do? That brings your attention to the present by engaging your sense of hearing in this case. And what does using an essential oil do for attunement is to bring your presence to the here and now by engaging your sense of scent. So what I'm going to use for attunement today can be usually any oil that allows for just bringing yourself back to the present. We always like anything that has that connection with our higher self. It could be frankincense, sandalwood, Palo Santo, and Palo Santo is what I'm going to choose today. A lot of these are, it could even be copaiba. They are very traditional medicinal herbs and resin and incense that cultures have used for centuries for their spiritual rituals. So Palo Santo, this is how we start with using essential oils and yoga, which actually is how we use it most of the time. So there's nothing new here. Here's how you put it on your palm, and you okay, this is a standing joke of mine. Most of my live videos have me trying to get oil out of a bottle that is empty. And okay, so I'm just going to take the top off, and I'm going to very carefully drop one drop into my palm. And this is how I would suggest you use it at any moment of the day. Even if you don't have time for yoga, you're just really bringing your presence back into the here and now. So we like to use it on our left palm because that is our receiving side of the body. Most of the time in many holistic traditions, the left side is the receiving side. So circle it around 3 times clockwise. This is just our way of really being ritualistic about it, activating it in our sense with an intention. And as it's 3 times, so just 3 times. As we do that, we kind of think of why we're doing it. So a very simple affirmation is, I am here. And then you inhale it deeply 3 times. So I am here. Another way of really getting it into your limbic system in your brain is to just hold one nostril and just inhale it deeply. And you can do that 3 times on each side. If you have a blocked passageway, using an essential oil this way really helps to clear it. And then the rest of the oil, I always put it on the corresponding chakra point. And for now, we're just, it's just an attunement. We're just bringing ourselves here. So I just put it on my third eye, put it on my temple, on the back of my neck. When I have my hair down, my hair is my diffuser. So I just put lots of essential oil on my hair all day. I get to inhale it. Hi, Kelowna. Thank you. I see all your comments, and I hope that you will ask me questions at any time because I want this to be an interactive session, and I will definitely address it when I have little breaks. Okay, so once we get attuned, and I'm just going to walk you through the chakras, and I know Kelowna is an expert on the chakras, and she has probably educated you all about what it is. I'm going to go through very simply how we use essential oils with it. Okay, so but the chakras are the 7 spinning wheels of energy along our spine. They express our life force, our prana, and as they spin, they are really allowing our energetic alignment, and that energetic alignment then allows us to express our life force in this world, which really corresponds to our everyday life. And I will try to show you how that happens. It really is where the map of the body, mind, and emotions intersect. When we have blockages, we feel stuck. We can't move forward with grace and ease, and most of the time we can connect it to a chakra in our body that is blocked. and using essential oils for that is just an amazing experience to unblock it. So very simply, there's the root chakra, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, and the crown chakra. And I will go through them one by one. So the root chakra